Alrighty, so we're waiting. You know what it feels like? You know that what's that meme where you poke, like, come on, can you move? Like, are you still alive? Are you still dead? It sort of feels like that over the last weekend, where we're waiting. We finally get to the most craziest and most important trend of the year, and we decide to go sideways. We decide to go flat. We had a little bit of a dump off on the job numbers that came through last week. We clearly know that it was definitely the stock market that started affecting the crypto market at that point. And basically, you could see how the stock market tanked off quite hard. One thing I do see right now is it is getting to an oversold position. And as we said previously, as long as we can keep a higher low and we can have the RSIs reset, it can still give us the indication of that breakout of trend. But we got to be honest as well. We also have a lot of craziness going in the world right now. Will this affect? I can't believe what's happening with Russia and what's happening with the bombing and all of these things. Will this continue? Like, will this ruin what we're basically expecting to be at least some sort of pump by the end of the year? So it's very important, guys. Now, we got the market that is sitting dead. We have it not doing much right now. Bitcoin, we're waiting to see if it does have a pulse. It is still at the critical level. It is still on our major trend line. We do have the 8-hour RSI oversold right now, and we do have a higher low. I see one last support trend here to give us that breakout, which is very important. But as we speak, we still have an altcoin and one that's looking really strong right now, that is still running against the market as we speak, and it looks like absolute explosion. So I'm going to speak about that token. I'm going to speak about where we're at, what's the game plan for the week, and let's just have a fantastic week. No more wasting time. Smash it button, James. Let's get into it.
Click, click. Have you heard the news? What? With his finger on the pulse, it's like Sheldon knew. Click, click. When the sniper shoots, we got Sheldon on the charts, so we never lose. Enter the sniper, sharpshooter advisor. Enter the sniper, he marks the charts right. Enter the sniper, he's calling the cycles. So enter the sniper, click, click, click. Time to be dedicated, sniper mode is activated. Explosions in the market are in target, and Sheldon demonstrates. Mirror, mirror on the wall, Master Sheldon tell us all. We got Sheldon on the charts, so we never lose. Enter the sniper, sharpshooter advisor. Enter the sniper, he marks the charts right. Enter the sniper, he's calling the cycles. Enter the sniper, click, click. Enter the sniper.
Yo, Banter fam, what's happening? I hope you're all having a great day and a good weekend while we wait to poke the bear and see what's happening with the crypto market. Like, is it dead? I think that's the big question. Like, you're not doing anything. You're not going fast down or fast up, even though we're at the most important trend of the whole year. We know volume is about to come through at any single moment, and we're like sitting there and we're like waiting and waiting. One thing we do know, though, is the longer that it does sit over here for over the next day or however long it takes, it's spoiling up for a bigger move. So very simple. The longer it wants to stay in this range, the move, it's just indicating that the move's going to be bigger and bigger and bigger for as long as we basically sit here and wait. And you can see very clearly that the stock market is running it right now, and crypto is just waiting. So we're keeping a lot of eyes on the stocks right now. Before I jump in there, guys, if you are, remember, if you are opening any accounts or you want to, we want the duck. Remember, if you want to access our Discord group, we got a very powerful Discord group. The leverage trading side has been quiet because we're waiting, but we've had some killer calls. So go have a look. We got short-term trades, long-term trades. Everything is there on Discord. There's a free version and there's a VIP version. If you want to join the VIP version, you got to be using one of our exchange links, ByBit, Bitget, any of these below. Very important, guys. And we do have $100,000 competition that's happening. Trading competition. It's a place for us to keep busy throughout these times. I'm actually shooting today. I'm shooting a 3-part series before the competition starts on how to win it. And winning does not mean coming top 10 and just winning the cash. Also about how we can make sure that you make more money in that month than just wasting cash out there. I think it's such a great opportunity, especially with trading competition, at getting good. Like, it just teaches you a lot in that time, and it ranks you against yourself, and it really like puts you out there. So I think it's great for you if you want to keep busy at these times and really get good in this game. Put yourself against other people and play. One thing I saw, if you just got over 100% or 200% in a whole month, that already ranks you in like the top 50 or the top 40, and that's just already teaching you some really good stuff. So remember, that's there. And then, guys, below in the description, my channel is running. We've done some amazing things. You guys remember Freddie, Freddie the man. You remember he was struggling with his car. His car broke down and he didn't have, they need the ramp and all of that so he can get around. We know he's in a wheelchair. I actually went to go spend a day with him a few days ago, and I actually ended up hiring him. If I must be honest, I ended up hiring him, and Freddie's going to start working for me now, which is phenomenal. Because when I got here and I saw this man, look at this man, what he does every day. Guys, I just want to say again, he trades. He works a full-time job. He runs 2 phones, all with his mouth. He cannot move from down. Look at this man. If you want inspiration and you want to see that you can do it out there, like, this is absolutely incredible. Look how he types.
Just a 3D drawing I made. I used to have to.
He does technical drawing. He does all these things. God, it's absolutely incredible. Go have a look at that. I ended up helping him for the next 6 months. He doesn't have to worry about a single cent, all of his bills and stuff. Because the sad thing is he's earning a little bit of money, but his expenses are literally 3 times the amount. And he got a payout when he was younger, 20 years ago. This has been happening for 20 years now. It just sucks that his expenses are 3 times higher than that. And, he's getting to a point where he can't do what we do and can't just go get any other job or anything like that. So we've managed to secure him over the next few months. And he's basically doing a transition to come and work for us. This man is talented, and guys, show love, show support. Go have a look at this. I think it's absolutely inspiring. I think it's really, really, really inspiring. Okay, guys. So let's jump back in. Let's quickly have a look where we're at, and let's get a little bit of a game plan. So what we have right now is we had the 4-hour RSIs get down on Bitcoin, in the last few days. And then we still saw the 8-hour was still making its way down. Now, what basically happened was we then started to trend sideways, slowly getting the RSI down. We had a quick wick out this morning, and that's basically taken us on the 8-hour to an oversold position. So this is good. Now, what we wanted to see end of the day from this is we have a support trend ever since we started moving the momentum to the upside. And it was very important that when we came down and tested now that we still hold a higher low. It's so important right now. We've seen our higher lows are very important. Because that's basically identifying that we're at the most important trend of the year. We're looking at some sort of really strong breakout. We know we got the squeezes. We have a long squeeze and a short squeeze, and I'm going to help you guys to identify where those are now. And we know volume is coming at any moment. So we still can't deny that there's a big move that's going to happen within 2022, and we got to be ready for that. So I do like that we're holding support. That is a good sign. And basically this previous low here is us securing that we are holding the higher low and we are at an oversold position. So for bullishness and movement, this is where we got to hold today. Very simple, very that. And this is where we got to bounce today. In the next few hours, this is where we want to see us bounce. I do like this little tail we're forming here, but this is where we got to bounce here just to remain some sort of bullishness for us to get that bullish trend. Now, we are at the most important trend of the year, yes, but this identifies 2 things. Either one of the biggest dumps that we've seen in a long time or a very big breakout that gets us at least a bit of a relief rally since the all-time high. So it's a critical moment. It's a very big moment of where we are currently. And it's a moment that we got to pay attention. We got to see exactly what's needed for this to happen. So if we hold this, that's good. It basically still secures the higher low, and it still means after this, we're going to go attempt the higher high. Now, one thing that is nice about where this higher high is, as we spoke previously, is there's a big gap here, and this is where I'm seeing all the bears stop losses. So if we can get up from here, this is where I see a stop loss trigger, and I see a short squeeze starting. And I basically see that it took us, remember what I spoke about last week, how so much volume, the market's been sideways, but we've seen so much volume on Binance, and we can see like all the hard work is to get to the critical area. Once the critical area is smashed through, you don't need as much volume and you don't need as much momentum. So right now, Bitcoin's fighting really hard at these levels. And that's why you can see the grind and the hits and the grind. But as soon as we can get through this level, you'll see how quickly the market can actually just get through that. And basically, you got tons of stop losses here. And basically, they will buy back in. So if we go over here and it breaks the level, they don't want to lose their Bitcoin and they'll buy back in. And we can see this big gap over here is something we look to get filled. And I can see that if we break through that properly, I do see us rallying to 23 or something quite quickly. I see us filling this gap, very similar to a move on what we saw here. Until we broke that major trend, there was the trend line there. That's when we really started to see the momentum. Now, let's quickly go through the two different views of the squeezes and what we're looking at. So what we have is the short stop losses. As I said, a breakthrough that I am seeing a short squeeze. The short squeeze takes me to this level over here. And if we continue the momentum, I have the next level of the high, which is the 25K. Okay, so that only for me comes in once we break this high. Now, this is the major trend that we've been speaking about, and you can see how we are hugging it at this point, and we just know how important this low is over here for us to hold within today, well, even the next 2 days or so. Then we got the second one, where we basically have all the guys that longed in these areas, all these buys that they've been buying here, all of their stop losses is sitting under this low that we made in that time, all of them. And a lot of stop losses are in this area. So for me, there's another squeeze, and that's the squeeze over here. And that's if price goes below that, I do see a lot of stop losses triggering and panic selling out throughout that time that can create the squeeze to get us to the 15K. I'm just using that as the sort of first example. So again, it's just showing us that we at the major trend, the major point where volume's about to come in at any single point. And we got two squeeze areas. So you can basically see right now that Bitcoin's right in the middle of that range. So it's basically telling you, in a sense of, making crazy decisions right now doesn't make sense. But you basically got to keep an eye that if we lose this low that we've been holding now for the last few days, it's very likely we can come down to this area. And now we know the dangers of this area, that if it does break through that, it can be a short sort of squeeze. Now, at some point, I do think Bitcoin's still going to hit this level, or if not a little bit lower. I just feel it's Q1. I feel there's a temporary bouncing before that. That is my personal view of it and what I've seen before. But right now, we're just asking the question, are we going there first or not? So you basically got to structure this. And I'm being pretty patient right now to see if the lower low comes in. I'm pretty likely we're going here. Maybe we bounce again the same ways we've done previously. It's just telling you not to rush. If we get that lower low, it's like, hey, guys, we're still in a shitty market. Like, we still got to wait a few days. So we still got to wait for something until we're going to get some good action. But for me, at any point we break this one, it's game on. It's game time, and it's time for us to focus now, because this is where volume's going to come in. This is where we can start ripping very quick. And remember where we are in these areas. We're at a very, very critical long-term trend. Now, let me just jump in short over here. Yeah. So there we go, guys. Just put this over here before I jump into the next one. Make sure you do have the support. This is an important one for us to hold. This holds the higher low for us. And from here, we basically want to see RSI head its way up, gets the oversold, get Bitcoin up to these areas over here. Then we can have another pullback, and then we can continue the next road to the next areas that we want to see. So we got a bit of a basic view over there. Now, this is printing the same when it comes to ETH. And, ETH dominance and ETH to Bitcoin, started performing pretty well last week. So I think we're at that point now where we can start focusing slightly on ETH again, because it's running the altcoins. It's a good section for us on altcoins and where we're at. I see we got KyleDoops here again, random man's here. I wanted to get him on quickly to see like the shit that's happening with Russia and that, like, can it get, like, because it looks like the markets reacted more to job numbers than to war and what's happening there. Like, is it irrelevant? Like, if that continues and gets worse, like, does that, give us a bad take of us getting to that bad area of Bitcoin or that bad area of the stock markets? So I know he'll jump on now shortly. So ETH, very same. So we got this wedge, which is really good right now. And a break of them, if of either one, will take us to the short squeeze zones. So it's showing us the same thing of what we're seeing with Bitcoin, that if we break here, break up, test, get to this area, and then I see a very quick movement to the upside. And it's the same if we do the downside movement from here. You can see it's at a critical level of a higher low. RSI is reset as we speak, and we are still in this trend. So it's very important to keep that trend. Otherwise, you'll see something like this, taper down, taper down, taper down, and something like this. Guys, for me, this is where we're at. We're at a point of where a very big move is coming at any single time. And we got to be very patient for that. Now, what I'm doing at these times is I'm not loading up too much on the supports right now. It may end up being an incredible buy of where we're at right now if the markets do bounce. But I'm basically just waiting for ETH to break one of these lines, and then it gives me the next directional moves and the next trades that I'm looking at. Now, is this man ready? Before I jump into the next altcoins or anything like that, yo,
Dino.
how's the weekend, bro? You were quiet. Are you resting?
I was resting. I was at a beach.
Bro. Oh,
I was
at
at
the
a
beach.
beach.
Look at you. You look more Latino today, bro. Look at you.
I was
Yeah,
at the
looking
beach, bro.
good, huh?
I was at the beach. Sheldino, what's going on,
Okay.
Sheldino? I see
What's
my
up, bro?
XRP. My XRP exploded.
That's one token, bro. What are you thinking? Because that for me is the token that I'm not afraid of right now. And it's a token that
it feels like the market's trading in a range. It's like
no, but with XRP now, I feel it's completely doesn't give a shit about the market right now.
Yeah.
And where it's at. And I feel that one more push up from here breaks the incredible level from this, and the ones after that is 70 to 80 cents from there. What is your thoughts? I know you're such an XRP lover. You love it so much. It's one of your favorite
so much.
bags.
My favorite token. My favorite
bag. Is it something to be messed with? Is it real? Is it something that people should be focusing on?
You know what? I'll tell you what happened. Let me tell you what happened. So remember that day that we thought that my orders never went through?
Yeah.
The reason why we thought the orders never went through is because the buy price was wrong. So then XRP went down, hit my buy price. So then I looked at my ByBit account. All of a sudden, I had a whole lot of XRP. I was like, how the hell did I get these XRP? Followed the transaction, realized it would happen that day when me and you were doing the show together. Anyway, now I'm up. So I cut a little bit on Friday, which was a bit of a mistake in hindsight, but I cut a little bit on Friday because I was up a lot. So I cut a little bit on Friday before the market started coming down. And now I think I'm just going to ride the rest. I think I'm just going to hold it for a while. I think it's the one. The trend is your friend, and XRP's got on good.
And for the community and all of that, these sort of things. Your thoughts on it? Like, it is looking strong, and if it does break a level, the charts do show that it can have a massive move in that sort of thing. Is it something that people should be, otherwise, where are you making money in the market right now? If you're not chasing what's sort of hot right now, and this market just decides to be flat for a little while, this token has done over 60% in the last month.
Yeah, I think XRP is much. I think XRP is definitely somewhere to go or somewhere to be. But again, I have a problem with XRP because I don't like buying things that I fundamentally don't believe in. Because if my trade becomes an investment, then you see, for you don't really care whether it's whether you're trading. You don't care what the token is. You just look at the chart. Chart looks good, you buy. Chart doesn't look good, you don't buy. For me, I like to invest. So for me, I like to understand what they do. From an investment point of view, I can't justify XRP. That's where my head is. Yeah.
And if XR, is there ever a day that opinion changes on XRP? No.
Unless they do something fundamentally huge, then
okay. So for me, it's one of the only ones that I'm actually actively in and out at the moment, and one that for me is running against and just showing volume. Remember, one thing with XRP is look at this. Look at the trend, 18 months. Look where we're at on the weekly.
Wow.
Like this is a very long-term trend that's been playing out here, and it just goes again that for me. Sorry. For me, it's not XRP now. It's not showing me daily strength like it's showing me weeks of strength. It's showing me like 3 months. Something's happening at XRP because this is long. It's a very long time coming, and we break through this resistance that we're fighting right now, and XRP is at $1. So it's just interesting. I understand what you're saying fundamentally, but we always find out fundamentals later. So I was just thinking if there's anything in your head that could give that pure reason of like what this actually is, or are we gonna find out when it's at $1? You know what I mean? Like, that's my only. Sorry.
Main thing is the SEC. Main thing is the SEC. It's the SEC. They beat the SEC. You know, fundamentally, they beat the SEC. Okay, great, fantastic. Ripple beats the SEC. So what? It doesn't change the tokenomics. Doesn't change the fact that there's so many tokens in circulation. So look, I don't like it, but again, I understand why people want to trade it now, because you're trading a trend. The trend line is pretty clear. You got to trade. You got to trade it. So I'm in it. I took some profit, and the rest I'm in.
And basically, would you not say if this thing rides and you end up making some momentum there, when the rest of the market wakes up, you get the fuck out and you get back into the quality section? Okay, cool. Now, quick question, bro. What the hell are we doing with this? Is the stock market going to bounce or what? Because this is important now, bro. Like, we're trying hard here, and we're at the most important trend line of 2022 with crypto. Like, are they going to play ball with us?
Didn't we get a higher high last week?
We got a higher high, but we got a really serious reaction on Friday. And like, is that it for now? Like, can we like breathe a bit? Can they stop with this news, bro? I can't believe how volatile this market is every time they come and they say shit.
Let me make it simple. Let me make it simple for you. And people have to understand this.
Okay.
Nothing that the Fed has done up until now has had any effect on slowing down the economy. Nothing. Inflation is not down. Unemployment is not up. Nothing that the Fed has done has made any difference to the markets yet whatsoever.
So we wanted people to lose jobs. That was what we wanted on Friday, right? Not lose jobs, but we wanted the numbers to be lower.
Yeah. So we wanted people to lose jobs. That's what we wanted.
So they can put the printing machines on again, or what?
Correct. And people aren't losing their jobs. People aren't losing their jobs, which is, I mean, I'm happy that people aren't losing their jobs, because that means that people are working, right?
Yeah, but it's not solving the big problem. So,
you know, I said yesterday, I've said this many, many times, and this is what people really need to understand. The bear market is not going to end anytime soon. Okay? Not going to end anytime soon. So that means that you guys are going to be ready for a marathon. You don't know how long this thing's going to last, but you do know this. If you survive and if you stay in crypto, then you will definitely make more money in crypto than you would make anywhere else in the world. There's almost a guarantee of that. I tweeted about this yesterday. The main thing is that you have to survive. Very few people will survive. I know you think now, because it's like we're in a marathon and we've only done 10 kilometers or 42 kilometers. I know you think now that everyone's going to survive and everyone's going to be at. The truth is that they're not going to be at. Most people are not going to be able to survive the boredom. Most people are going to start doing stupid things because they're looking for dopamine rushes. And so when the market's not doing anything, they're going to look for a trade because they got nothing else to do, right? That's what most people would sit here and do bad trades because they feel like they have to be busy. They have to be doing something, when the right move is actually not to do anything. Chill, sit, relax. Okay.
I think if it was like school fees money and they're learning in this time, I think it's great. I think learn as much as you can right now. Just don't put crazy money into it. Very important. Okay.
Build your knowledge. So make sure that you build your knowledge. What is build your knowledge? Learn how to trade. Learn about trend lines. Learn about stochastics. Join Sniper School as soon as Sniper School's ready. Learn. The second thing is build a community. If you have a community is the most important thing in the world. And anybody can build a community. Even if you've got 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 people on Instagram, that is your community. And building a community is the most important thing you can do, because then you become someone who's important in crypto. And there's no excuse, because anybody can build a community. Anyone watching this can build a community. They can do a newsletter. They can share charts. They can do whatever they want. They can build
maybe be 10 people, but build a damn community.
Yeah, build a portfolio. Build a portfolio. Build knowledge. Build a community. Build a portfolio. I guarantee you one thing, and I saw this in 2017 and 2018 and 2019. The two people that I know that just continued to build, and it did not get swayed by the market movement, and they did not give up, and they carried on making daily videos every single day of the week, The Moon and Chris MM. Both of them are flying private jets now.
Yeah,
Okay?
so true.
Both of them are flying private jets. Most people, including myself, 1 month before the DeFi bull market, I tapped out of crypto. I said I ran out of money. I needed to start making money. Started making somewhere else. Thank God a friend of mine brought me back within 30 days, and I started yield farming and making money. Right now, that is all you need. Right now, all you need to do is you need to survive and you need to build. Build knowledge, build a portfolio, build a community, build knowledge.
So important, bro.
Build,
so
bro.
important.
And don't,
Yes.
and I think another thing, don't.
How did you keep motivated, Ran, in the last bear cycle of that, that 2018 and stuff? Like obviously now we could say build and stuff, but what was your tools, bro? Like, how did you keep motivated in that year of like flatline? I think it's very important, bro.
So I'll tell you what I did. I really tried hard to make money in crypto in the bear market. I moved to New York. I did a whole lot of proposals for EOS, for Tron, for Ethereum, for so many of these protocols. I had ideas of how we can build the protocols even bigger. Problem is, it was a bear market, and in that bear market, nobody knew whether crypto was going to survive and exist. No one knew that. So it was a lonely place. I used to go to crypto meetups every week. There'd be less and less and less people at the crypto meetups. People always said that crypto would never work, Bitcoin's going to die. And we actually really believed at one point that Bitcoin was about to die and that crypto would never, ever work. And then when it turns, it's the least likeliest time. Like, who would have thought that crypto would have turned because of a virus? So Bitcoin was in a complete bear market, but then because of a virus, Bitcoin went to all-time highs. You never know what the catalyst is going to be that's going to get you there. I'll tell you one thing, and I'm not doing this to punt the station. You want to survive and get into the bull market? You want to survive the crypto bear market and get into the bull market? You need a community. You need a community that ain't going to leave you, and you need to do this together with a whole lot of people every single day. And I'm not saying this because we have the best community in the world. I'm saying in 2017 and 2018, I didn't have a community. I was on my own. I was lonely. When I was taking shots from people who said they didn't believe in crypto, I was taking shots from those people alone. And you know how hard it is when you're fighting alone. Eventually, so many people are against crypto that you start to believe it. Today, we have the benefit of community. We have the benefit of Banter, many other communities. We have a Discord group where you can meet friends all the time, where you can share experiences all the time. We have 5 daily shows every single day. I didn't have that, bro. I didn't have that. I look at the market now. I'm thinking to myself, we've got an amazing community. We have an amazing community. Use the community as your support structure to get you through the bear market. We're going to be here every single day. Every single person in the community is going to be here every single day. And we're going to get you through the bear market.
Shaken out. Exactly.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude, that's so important, bro. Okay, that's great. Now we understand why Crypto Banter is so important to you, bro, and why you never stop on it, dude, because you didn't have it. You never had it. You never had it. Yeah. That's a big thing. Okay, amazing. Thank you, brother.
Let's just talk about for 1 second. So community, get onto the Discord group. Okay, so first of all, get onto the Discord group. That's super important. The other thing is, look, we're having the trading competition. I think the trading competition is coming at an amazing time. Why? Because we can actually teach people how to trade. So for those of you who are not in, who are not yet,
you learn a lot.
Yes. So for those of you who want to join, there are links below. You have to sign up with one of our referral links. There's the referral links here. Sheldon's referral links are here below. You sign up for Bitget and ByBit. You then click onto either one of them. I'm registered obviously for both. You should register for both if you want. And join us here. Have fun. Learn how to trade. You need $250. Later on my show, I'm going to be funding people's accounts. So if you are signed up by my show later, we're going to start funding your account that you can trade with us. But yeah,
thank you, bro.
Use it to learn, bro.
It means that's a really important message. Thank you, bro. I think it just gives everyone that uplift. We've got a community, we fight it together, and we get through it. We make sure we all help each other not quit. I think that's the biggest thing you've said there. Don't get shaken out. Don't get shaken out. The time comes, and it comes when you least expect it. Is there anything to worry about Russia before you leave or before this thing? Are they going to, like, the market cared more about job numbers than what they cared about what's happening there right now? Like, you know, it's
if Russia becomes nuclear, then we have a big problem.
Then we're in big shit. Then everything's a problem.
Then we have a big problem. But I don't think it's going to get nuclear. But I might be wrong. But I don't think it's going to get nuclear. Until then, it's all bluffing. There's going to be one punch to Ukraine, one punch to Russia, one punch to Ukraine, one punch to Russia. Listen to this for a theory, though. Listen to this for a theory. Right now, if the world wants to solve all its financial problems anywhere in the world, they need to do one thing, right? You want to bring down inflation. You want to bring down all these emerging market currencies. You want to get Europe back on its feet. What's the one thing that you have to do? Peace in Russia and Ukraine. You get peace in Russia and Ukraine. Inflation goes down all around the world. Europe's gas prices go down. Inflation goes down. Their currencies become stronger. So think to yourself, why aren't countries today fighting to end this war in Russia? Why are people not fighting to get this war in Russia? Because it could solve all the world's problems. Well, not all, but
solves
most.
Everything. But a lot of it, yes.
Okay, so why? Number one is because they really believe that they can't solve it. I don't believe that, bro. Like, number two is you think to yourself, hold on a second. What are the 3 countries in the world that could stop the Russian war today? The US could stop the Russian war today, right? If they negotiated a deal, they could stop the Russian war. China could stop the Russian war today. Russia could stop the Russian war today. So those are the 3 countries in my mind that could stop the war today.
I don't know. This stuff seems like planned, bro. I don't know. It just seems like we don't know.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you. Why would the USA, China, and Russia not stop the war today? Because they're all exporting oil, and they're all exporting gas. Where are the gas prices today?
They're making more money than ever right now.
They're making more money than ever.
Yeah, it's not.
They're making more money than ever.
Oh, dude.
Chaos. War makes money. War makes money. War makes money. War makes money, people. Anyway, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back.
Thank you, my brother,
and watch your show.
Thank you, my brother. I appreciate it.
Love you guys, man. See you guys all later.
Thank you, bro. Ciao. Alrighty, that's really cool, guys. Really, really, really cool. Pump up to this. You need a community. We got to get through it. And war equals money. I think that was a really interesting talk, guys. So where we at now? We still have 12-hour coming down on stock markets. As I say now, it is so important we hold the levels that we are right now. If we can hold a higher low, it's the only chance we got of a bullish momentum break next. And this is what's currently dragging down the crypto market as we speak right now. So we're going to keep eyes of that. We got Bitcoin at the major trend. The coin that I was speaking about is XRP. Guys, I just feel where we are right now with XRP in the level, like it's something we should not be sleeping on. It's an extremely higher time frame view. I am buying some more in the area of 50 cents on this pullback. And I think it's one of the only tokens right now which is just showing tremendous strength, and the community strong as hell. And it's something that I'm just floating towards while I'm waiting for the rest of the market to move. This coin's gone up 60%. And if it breaks this area over here, as I spoke previously, we've got a really big gap up to 90 cents. So keep an eye on it. Keep this trend line over here as well. Very important to keep a track of that as well. But definitely one I'm keeping my eyes on. And as I said, guys, Bitcoin, this is the trend. Let's hold the trend today. Let's get a pin bar candle. Let's start a little bit of a relief rally tomorrow, and then we can start prepping on the next move. Remember, guys, please go watch my video with Freddie below. It was phenomenal. Go watch it. It's really, really, really good. Let's have a good day, and I'll be here tomorrow, guys. Let's kick ass. We're a community. We're going to do this together. We're going to get through everything. See you in the next show. Much love, fans.